I woke up the day after Christmas and decided that I was done. I was done with Christmas. Was I a Scrooge this year? No, but I was just ready to move on, so I woke up and the first thing I did was take absolutely all of my Christmas decorations down, removes everything from the tree. I was just ready to move on to the new year. I was really looking forward to this year, at least the week leading up to it. I took my tree down, which was a little bit of a struggle. But we got there in the end. I was ready to move on to a new, fresh year. I went to the store in a snowstorm and I was feeling lonely, so I picked up this money tree because he was looking lonely too, and then I had to carry him home in a snowstorm. I also bought eggnog because everything was on sale, and this eggnog was on deep discount, so I bought it and I drank a bunch of it.
Kind of tastes like gum.
The lead up to New Year's Eve for me feels like a fever dream. It feels like maybe the world doesn't even exist. It feels like certainly a lot of people don't exist. It feels like a very quiet time in the world. It's a few days where I think none of us really do anything, feel like we have to do anything, and I became a little bit of a couch. I spent lots of nights just looking at the snow, feeling a little sad and very reflective on the old year. I drank a lot of tea, I read some great books, and I waited a little bit impatiently this year for the new year to arrive. At the time I was filming these clips, I was feeling extremely hopeful and happy and excited, which isn't where I'm coming to now from this voiceover, but that's okay. Whatever the new year brings, I think we can do it. Are you ready, kids? Welcome to, well, for me, it's not the new year yet, but I've been having a very emotional, deeply reflective few days. I am usually never one to reflect on the year or spend a lot of time thinking about, you know, what I've accomplished or anything in the year, but I think because we've all been going through it in one way or another, but I've been going through a lot this year. And it's just been a really emotional few days reflecting on it all, and at the same time trying to do pretty much absolutely nothing getting ready for the new year. I'm sure that voiceover Emma already welcomed you to this vlog, but hi from me in the flesh for right now. It is not yet January, like I said. Today is actually the 30th. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and I just wanted to have a vlog, make some memories, and have these memories. So this is going to be the most, I don't know, I hope it's just going to be a nice vlog getting into the new year, easing into the year. I still don't know who got me the sweater. Someone got me this for Christmas. It's a quote from Emma by Jane Austen. I think I'm gonna probably post it on my Insta and see if anyone answers, because none of my friends have owned up to this, so I'm a little confused, but I love it nonetheless, and it perfectly matches my little bandana that my grandma got me for Christmas as well. So I'm definitely going to be telling you my reading updates. I am about to head out the door to get some groceries. I am having New Year's here in my apartment, which is fun because a lot of my friends are home, of course, and yeah, things are just so like up in the air right now with everyone. Like all the Ontario universities, of course, are being like, oh, we're online for this amount of time or this amount of time, which is a whole other story. I know that I'm online for at least, I believe, the whole month of January, which is going to be weird and scary, and I don't like it. I've never had the privilege, or rather I've been lucky enough to have the privilege not to do online school. I'm sure I will not be a fan of it because the little bit of online course that I was taking a year ago now, I had to drop for my health reasons. So it'll be interesting getting back into that. But like I said, New Year's tomorrow, right here. The dress code is like as fancy as you can get. We need to pick a dress together. We need to pick a New Year's Eve dress together. A suit? I've always wanted a three-piece suit, but I don't have one. Probably a dress. We'll see. But like I said, I'm about to head out the door, but as you can see, I also rearranged the apartment and everything is different, which I will also show you. My bookcases are all different, all the books are different. I took every single book out of all my bookcases because I decided I wanted to move the couch, so I needed to move a bookcase into my room, and then I just decided to have a whole new system of books for the year and just see how I like it. So now actually everything is organized according to edition, at least in classics, which is the bulk of my books. So that's a little weird, but I really like how it looks. It looks very like sleek and minimal, which is the goal for this year. I've also been going on a huge declutter of literally everything in my life, from my closet to my books. I ended up doing another book unhaul after the one that I filmed, but I've just been going through my apartment and being like, okay, do I literally need do I need anything in life other than, you know, a good chunk of books and my plants? No. And so things are looking a little sparse in here, which I really do like. It feels good for the new year. But let me tell you my reading updates really quickly before I head out the door. I am ecstatic to report that I finished this book. This is A Castle in the Clouds by Kirsten Gier. I read this for the first time in September of 2020, not knowing it was a perfect Christmas New Year's book. And so what I did this year, it is so easy with this book to read the day it's set on in the book, as in real life, and that's what I did. I read each section, like New Year's Eve, Christmas, and then they have like the 6 nights. The 12 nights where, you know, spirits and demons are said to walk abroad and bad things happen. And then we have the lead up to New Year's as well. I believe this book ends on New Year's Day, so I loved this. It was so fun to read each and every single section on the day that they were happening. It was just, this book, it got the full 5 stars for me this time, reading it myself. Last time I gave it 4 stars, but just when like you get that feeling, this book gave me that feeling. It's like nothing else, and it is so wonderful, and I am so grateful to this book. Like, I just smile so big and cannot stop smiling when I'm reading this book. If you haven't heard me talk about it, very briefly, we're just following an intern named Sophie who goes to work at the Castle in the Clouds, which is a hotel in the Swiss Alps, and all sorts of things happen. Like, it's just an absolute swashbuckle of a book full of the most random things, but the most wonderful things. And then the other book I'm physically reading right now is Neon Gods by Katie Robert. I don't think I'll have this finished up unless I go on a big reading spree tonight, which I have been actually. I've been loving reading during the night, but I'm 190 pages through, and yeah, it's fine. It's keeping me entertained. My December reading month has definitely been super duper light, which has been nice. I've just been having so many wholesome, maybe this is not so wholesome, but very light and easy quick reads, which is just what my soul needed, and it's been a very happy reading month. So yeah, I hope, yeah, no, honestly, I don't think I'll finish it, but we'll see. So those are those guys. And then right here, I do have a couple more books that I am reading. This one is for uni. I am in the middle of Frankenstein right now, on page 96. And yeah, like I said, I've reread this a bunch of times, but we are reading this, or we're going to be studying it in January, right when we go back. So I wanted to have it read for those lectures, or reread and annotated this time a little bit. So I need to read more of this today for sure. My audiobook I have on the go is Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. I basically just started this. This takes a lot. I'm like seeing that this is taking a lot of concentration to listen to, because a lot of it is Mrs. Dalloway just like going over her thoughts in her head. It's a very psychological, very intimate novel, just focusing on this one day in this woman's life, which is so intricate, and it's so full of like possibility, and anything, like basically anything can happen in one day, and how full a day is, how much you can fit in a day, how a whole world fits in a day, and you have a chance to live a life in a day, I think basically is what I'm getting from it right now. But that's the audiobook I currently have. And then let me show you my Kindle. Okay, so here she is. It is the Kindle Paperwhite, and then I got a dark green case because that's my favorite color. I'm currently reading Master of Salt and Bones. I have my very cringy Shatter Me stickers, and one of Recent and Feyre, just because this art is so beautiful. Yes, but the book I'm reading on this one is called Master of Salt and Bones. I wasn't sure about picking this one up, but it was oh my gosh, you almost died. It's a gothic romance, which really interests me, and the cover is giving me so many Phantom of the Opera vibes. Like, it's a mask with music notes on it. I have to say, this is my first time having a Kindle. I think I mentioned that I didn't think I would ever own one. E-reading wasn't something that really appealed to me at all. I love physical books, but moving all of these books was an absolute pain, and I would love to save space, save a bit of paper, but and use my Kindle for books that I'm probably just gonna read the one time, have it be a very quick, fun read, maybe some fantasy reads, a lot of romance reads, so that's why I got it. And let me tell you, like, I have been loving it. I had no idea, like, I've talked about my eye problems pretty extensively on here from the concussion, but like the fact that you can adjust all of the settings, but as well, like, it's just so crazy to me that it's not like looking at a screen. It's literally like I'm looking at a book page, which maybe I would have known if I had ever held a Kindle in my life before, but I hadn't. And it's just amazing. Like, you can make this so much bigger. You can adjust the spacing of the words on the page and the brightness, the color. It's just so wonderful for someone like me who has really bad eye problems after image, and just all this stuff. So loving this. But back to Master of Salt and Sorrows. Then I really have to go because this clip is very long. I'm sorry. Yes, gothic romance. We follow this girl named Izzy who goes to work for the Blackthorn family, who stay up in this like really weird gothic spooky castle at the top of their town. They live in like this very remote, very old-fashioned, I think that, is it in Michigan? And essentially everyone is like super duper afraid of Lucian, who is the son. They call him like the devil or something, but Izzy is going to work for his mother because his mother has dementia and an assortment of health problems, and so she is there to be like her companion, be her friend. So far it's fine. The atmosphere is really, really great. The house is super creepy. I love anything set in super big, creepy houses. I just want this vlog to be a really sweet, maybe a bittersweet little end to the year. Happy New Year's Eve. Today is going to be a very busy day. I just got ready to get into the live show. Carolyn and I are going to wear our Dickens and Tolstoy sweaters, but it is currently like a little after 11:30, so the plan is I'm going to do the live show with Carolyn. We're just going to hang out, we're going to discuss A Christmas Carol a little bit, and then I think I want to go for a walk right after because it's really nice out, and then I want to come back and kind of clean the apartment. It's really not too bad in here, but just because my friends are coming over tonight and they're going to be sleeping over, so I just want everything to be very nice for them and just like, you know, get everything ready for the new year. I can't believe it's New Year's Eve. And then clean, and then I think I'm either going to an early dinner at my grandma's place with my family, and then I'll come back here, then I'll get ready, and then my friends will come over, and then we'll have New Year's here. So a lot to do today, but I'm very much looking forward to speaking to you all in the live show. I'm really excited just to like talk to you and spend New Year's with you guys, and yeah, so that is first things first. Let's live show it up.
Chatty, wait, are you taking a picture?
I'm taking a video. I'm just vlogging the last of our live shows.
I can't believe it's been a whole year, and I feel like this debate book club has been one of the best things of 2021.
I know.
And I'm very glad that it's only 1 year done because we have 3 more to go.
Yes.
Very happy.
This is so fun to do like a little catch up with everyone. I feel like we should do that more.
We did. Yes, a nice big kind of Q&A, sort of just answering people's questions. That was lovely.
Okay, hi. So I'm in my bathroom closet area, and we're gonna pick out a dress. The live show went really well. It was so nice catching up with you. I'm so grateful for you. And now I'm gonna pick out a dress. This one just jumped at me, so maybe this one is a sign. Also, when I woke up this morning and in the middle of the night last night, I've never seen so much fog in my life at all. Like, I couldn't see the buildings across from me. I couldn't see anything. I've never seen that much fog so close to the ground. And then when I actually got out of bed, it was all gone and everything was clear. So maybe that's a metaphor for the new year. Let's hope. Okay, so if I can just, please. Let me show you the first one. So all of these are thrifted, actually. This is the one I'm kind of leaning towards, and this is one that just jumped out at me. It's a bit shorter, but it's this really pretty blue, and it is very like poofy. The skirt is very poofy, and then it does have like lace, and the shoulders look so good because like your shoulder goes here and then this kind of like jets out, and I just think it's really pretty. So this is an option. And then this one I found on ThreadUp. This was it's not the original. I bought it because like I thought maybe it was. I couldn't really tell from the picture, but this is definitely a dupe of the strawberry dress that has been so popular. Was it this year or last year? But there's no tag on it, so it was in like their unbranded section, and I wasn't sure if, you know, somehow it got tossed in there or something, because it does look very similar to the strawberry dress, clearly. So maybe this one doesn't really scream New Year's to me, but maybe, I don't know. This one is so pretty as well. I also found this at Value Village, and it's just like this really gorgeous lavender, very, very long. It gives me like Greek god vibes, honestly. I think I'm gonna decide between this very nice and simple long gown, but maybe the shorter one is better for New Year's because I do tend to overheat no matter what I'm doing. I think I'm just gonna stick with this one because I haven't worn this anywhere yet, and I really love it. I just noticed too that these are roses, so I think this is gonna be the one. And we are wearing heels. Oh my gosh, I don't really have a lot of options, but these ones are absolutely ridiculous. These were the ones I wore to prom. I think I'm gonna wear them again. I cannot walk in heels. I don't know who I'm trying to kid, but we're gonna try anyway. And I'm guessing they're just gonna be taken off almost immediately. Okay, so slight change of plans. It's a little bit later now. I think it's almost 5, but it turns out that my aunt and uncle are sick and they don't know if it's COVID or not. And I think my grandma saw them recently, so I think we're not gonna do dinner now, just in case, just to be on the safe side. So I guess I'm just gonna be staying here. So now I'll just have dinner here, which is sad because I kind of wanted to see my family tonight. Now it means I'll have a little bit more time to tidy up. I'm already feeling exhausted. I like started to fall asleep on the couch and then I thought that I had to go, so I woke up. But now I have time for a nice cozy shower to get ready slowly, which will be really fun, and just cheer up a little bit before my friends get here, so that'll be fun too. And then yeah, we're just gonna play some very competitive board games. We're gonna make some soap because one of my friends got a soap making kit for Christmas. Okay, so here is the outfit. So I think I'm gonna pop some popcorn, and yeah, I'm already feeling so sleepy. It's only 8 o'clock, but yep, that's me. Freshly rolled out of bed at 5 o'clock after spending the whole day with my head in the toilet. So I woke up the next day, clearly doing great. To be fair, this was actually my first time ever in my life being hungover, so look at me go. Already starting off the new year trying new things. After that, I just decided to clean up the remains of the party, the remains of the day, and it felt really good. I actually really like cleaning up after a party, and it just felt really good to kind of put everything away and feel much more like a person than a zombie whose blood was made of red wine and migraines. So it is now the second day of the year. It's a really gorgeous day. I went for a walk. It snowed so much, like it's been snowing so much. It's finally very cold. I think today it's like -5 and the rest of this week is supposed to be like -11, so I'm very excited for that. But as for my reading updates, I am a lot of the way through Mrs. Dalloway now. I think I'm actually almost 120 pages through, What I will say is that I really, really appreciate it, and especially its huge influence on literature, but I will also say I'm not really enjoying it. Like, I just don't think the style is for me. It's Virginia Woolf, right? There's not a lot of plot. You're just going along with Mrs. Dalloway and a bunch of other characters. We have a lot of people thinking about their relationship to Mrs. Dalloway, and you just really, really get in the minds of everyone. I will say there's a lot of really beautiful quotes. Like, I did dog ear 1. Through all ages, when the pavement was grass, when it was swamp, through the age of tusk and mammoth, through the age of silent sunrise, the battered woman, for she wore skirts, with her right hand exposed, her left clutching at her side, stood singing of love. Love which has lasted a million years, she sang, love which prevails, and millions of years ago, her lover, who had been dead these centuries, had walked, she crooned, with her in May. But in the course of ages, long as summer days, and flaming, she remembered, with nothing but red asters, he had gone. Death's enormous sickle had swept those tremendous hills, and when at last she laid her hoary and immensely aged head on the earth, now become a mere cinder of ice, she implored the gods to lay by her side a bunch of purple heather, there on her high burial place, which the last rays of the last sun caressed. For then the pageant of the universe would be over. So it's gorgeous, right? But there's like, that is a sentence. And so I think it's just been really hard to kind of keep track of, because things can switch just like that. So especially in audiobook format, it's been a bit hard to just like be like, okay, wait, what are we talking about now? And that is kind of a certain delight to the book too, because you're just meandering through people's thoughts most of the time, and their past and their memories and stuff. But yes, like I said, appreciate it. Not for me, I think. I'm not sure if all of Virginia Woolf's books are in this style. Definitely let me know, because I am totally a beginner when it comes to Virginia Woolf. Like I said, this is my first one, so that is that. And then I'm still reading Neon Gods, Frankenstein, and I did start another book yesterday. But that one is going to last me all year long, and I'll tell you about it in a few minutes. I think right now I'm actually gonna have a nap. I just filmed my best books of the year video, and that took so long. I talked for so long. But yeah, those are my reading updates for right now, and I'm gonna go have a nap because I'm still feeling very tired and very exhausted from yesterday. Yeah. I just woke up from my nap, and look what came. I'm pretty sure these are my Tolstoy books for this month. So these are the two that I got because this month we're going to be reading The Raid and Sevastopol sketches. So I got a Penguin Black Spine edition of the Cossacks and other stories, along with The Death of Ivan Ilyich and other stories. And both of these contain, I forget which one contains The Raid and which one contains Sevastopol. Okay, so yeah, so this one has Sevastopol, and then this one has The Raid, if you were wondering. But they also have other ones we're going to be reading for the book club this year. So The Raid is very short, and then the sketches are a bit longer. I'm gonna make some dinner, and then I've just been editing on my laptop. I usually edit on my computer, but I installed Premiere Pro on my laptop, so that's been fun, just sitting on the couch editing. And yeah, I was reading a little bit more of Frankenstein. The monsters narrative is probably one of my least favorite parts. I just think it goes on, and it's a bit lengthy, honestly. So I'm happy that I'm almost through that part again, but I haven't really made any notes in his narrative, honestly. I'm sorry, monster. Okay, I'm finally here to close off the first reading vlog of the new year. Today is the 4th, it's Tuesday. I'm gonna start off a new vlog today, and I think I'm gonna open up about a lot of things in that one. I just wanted to quickly outro this, but a lot of stuff has happened, so yeah. Anyway, the last update I wanted to give is that I finished Mrs. Dalloway yesterday. This is the first book of the new year for me, and I did just want to say a few things because I did give it 3 stars, probably 3.5 more realistically, but I know a lot of people were a bit shocked, and so many you guys on Goodreads. Ooh, I'm sorry. Here's my thing. 3 stars to me, or even 3.5, like that is such a good rating to me. It means I liked the book. I really did like it. And first of all, I do have to say that Mrs. Dalloway, the book itself, but also Virginia Woolf. First of all, I feel like Virginia Woolf herself does not get anywhere near the credit she deserves, but what this book did, how revolutionary it was, what it did to English literature, the style she used, that stream of consciousness, brilliant, so brilliant, and like I appreciate it. I do just want to like make that very clear. I appreciate this so much, and on top of this, this made me so excited to read more Virginia Woolf because even though this style of writing, let me know if like all her books are this psychologically intense, this detail oriented, because I know in particular with the plot and more than that, the whole core of Mrs. Dalloway is supposed to be, and its purpose is to be very detail oriented. But let me know if the rest of her works are like this, because like I said, this is my first novel I read by her, and I've only read sections of A Room of One's Own for uni, so that's all I've got from her. But just for me personally as a reading experience, and I think because I listened to the audiobook as well, I didn't necessarily enjoy myself very much. And typically when I write books, most of it is just based on my enjoyment, because that is one of the main reasons why I read. But as a book, as a piece of literature, as something that has contributed so significantly to the world of literature, this was brilliant. What it did was brilliant. Virginia Woolf's writing, that was the thing I was trying to say. She just inserts so much lovely lyricism and her writing. In certain scenes, she'll be describing something very mundane, but then all of a sudden she'll just drop something absolutely divine. So that was really exciting. It makes me very, very eager to read more from her. So yeah, I did just want to say that. I did really enjoy it. 3 stars to me is a great rating, and I'm really happy to have read this. So that's kind of my last update. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I'm gonna log off and just start a new one because I have a lot to talk about. Until next time, ciao.